Alright, let's look at this other equation. So now we're looking at a leading coefficient of a half. So first of all, we're going to go and make this equation be equal to 0. So we're going to go and add 24x on both sides, and we're also going to subtract 2 on both sides. Alright, so completing the square is easiest when the coefficient is obviously 1, and right now we have a fraction of a half. So to do this, we're going to go and multiply both sides by its denominator, which is 2. Alright, so now that we have the constant term to the right side of the equation, I'm going to add 4 both sides. So we'll have this new equation where constant term is on our right. So now I'm going to move everything off to the side so we can have more room. And now we're going to go and actually do the real part of completing the square, just like we did in the last equation. So this means divide 48 by 2 and square it by 2. Now let's do the same method that we did last time. Let's remember that 48 divided by 2 would be 24. And 24, the square of 2, would be 576. So we're going to keep in mind this and also this number. So finally, we're going to go and add 576 to both sides. So this means our new equation will look like this. And finally, factoring out this equation, we'll get x plus 24 squared equivalent to 580. So now we want to square root both sides because we want to go and eliminate the 2. And now we'll be left with x plus 24 is equivalent to plus or minus the square root of 580. So now we're going to go and simplify this. So two numbers that multiply to go and get 580 is 4 by 145. Now we know the square root of 4 is 2, but obviously there we can't really simplify the square root of 145. So our final simplification of this number will be 2 square root of 145 plus or minus. And obviously we want to isolate our x, so we'll subtract 24 on both sides. So now we'll be given x equals negative 24 plus or minus 2 square root of 145. And now we can also go and split this solution.
We will then have x equals negative 24 plus 2 square root of 145, and also x equals negative 24 minus 2 square root of 145.